If you would like to see how these fun set of Dutch doors come together, this perfect spring one, using the subscription boxes that just dropped at Planything, the unboxing is in a separate video. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel, and if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. So as I said, the unboxing and the flip through are all in the description. I will have that video linked. So this is the second video that is dropping, and if you would like to subscribe to this Planything subscription boxes that are coming today, please make sure you subscribed. The codes do not work, but I would really appreciate it if you would consider using my affiliate link, which is down in the description. So let's get started. I already have one set of Dutch doors in the other video along with the flip through, and this was something I really wanted to do, so I'm doing two videos that are dropping at the same time. So let's get started. So the Happy Spring sticker book released Feb 1st and it is still available to pick up. So I combined both of these, but I mostly use the springtime that is part of the subscription box, and I'm using these washi tapes also. And let me know which of these collections you like better that you have going on. And it's easier when you have those stickers in the washi tape. I mean, it's like you can make rows of the tulip fields, and I thought that was a fun element to bring. And I'm using my gyro cut, and I'm also using my scissors for straight edges, and I think it went a bit over the clear part of the sticker. That is why the paper actually tore a bit, but it is fine, we can fix that. And if you can see, that is the setup I'm going with the horizontal Dutch doors this time, and the last one was a vertical one. So I'm trying to create like a spring tulip field scene kind of situation in Netherlands, and this is one of my bucket list items, to visit Netherlands when the tulips are in full bloom. And the canal can sit behind there, just pretending as if the tulips are in the front. And I loved when the final, how it came together. It was so much fun, and this was exactly how I had envisioned. Not always do I have the luck, just like everybody, you're not alone. If you think that you have a picture in mind and then you start putting it together, you have to make adjustments, and then it does not look as you had wanted and you feel frustrated. Are you one of those? I sometimes am. I think we have all been there. And I tried to make sure that the elements can be visible from the front. And as you can see, I used a lot of the elements for the other setup. And please check out the other video which has the full unboxing, so that will give you a clear picture of all the collections you have going on in there. And I'm creating a small scene in the back with the canal and all the city scenes, because just this tulips collection alone the stickers would not be enough for us to last the entire spread. So I'm thinking what other sets I can pull from, but I decided to not use a whole lot, just a couple I guess. But even this I don't think I quite used. It goes back, and this is a nice refreshing way to start spring. So I did not want to take away from the beauty of the tulips that are in the collection. So that is why I decided to go with slightly softer colors. And that was the Happy Spring. It was some of the stickers we had used earlier also. And with the butterflies flying off the flowers. I think it makes for a perfect backdrop. And I'm going with this washi tape that was already cut, and you can see how it's a bit crooked. I hope I remember to go back and straighten it. And that's the next side. It's not entirely symmetrical, but I wanted those same stickers on the other side also. So I'm just cutting around that Dutch door and using that to fill some of the space. And there are lots of these perfect spring coats also, and that's the perfect space for that. And it is fully visible from the front. And let's go ahead and use the washi tape in here. And as you can see, it will last you a long time. It's a very thick roll of washi, and don't hold it. And I'm using the corner rounder so that it can take off that sharp edge, which I don't quite like. So on to the next layer. And this time the bunnies make an appearance, and later all the baby animals, the other smaller bunnies and the chicks, everybody make an appearance. I was not planning to, but looks like they will. So I'm trying to make sure that that guy is really visible from the front. And I want this this patch, the tulip field. I hope that is the correct size. I'm just lining it up. Love how it all turned out. And you will see how I come and add the washi again to give it a bit more depth. And I think it works great, especially when you rip it. So many things you can do with the washi tapes. And those Easter eggs are also nice and cute with a bow on them. And I'm going ahead and cutting around there. And these are all on clear. And I do get asked how I add so many elements in the journal and yet keep it from not bulking up too much. So I make sure I limit my paper stickers, and I share my tips in my videos. If you have not checked out the other setups, I would suggest you do. And that's a nice small scissors to take off that part of the page that we just cut, and see how cute that looks. That bunny is so ready. And I think I need some smaller elements to kind of layer, and then we'll just finish off. I just accidentally tore that sticker, but it can be fixed. And we'll use these same elements just so that I don't have to worry about the symmetry. I mean, the shapes are very standard, so I don't think there is much of a problem. So just trying to make sure that I have those elements layered, and trying to use all of these to complete the spread. And again, my best tip would be, do not hoard your stickers. Use them while the season is around. Because sometimes that's what happens. We end up hoarding, and then you realize that you'll have to wait another whole year to use them again. And I don't like doing that, because it's so many pretty stickers come out every year. So if you can use the stickers you have right away, fresh off the box, do it. So that way you will have an excuse to buy more. And thank you so much to Amber, the loudest shout out to her. I really appreciate her sending me these goodies ahead of time so that I could have these spreads ready to be shared with all of you. And that is the perfect element you need for the space we have going on. And you will see how I later come and add a small sticker there. And that is that washi nice and pretty, and I'm going to layer this off that so that it can be visible. And the bike you will see how the bike gets hidden, and I decide to switch it around so that gets repositioned again so that it can all be visible. And it is a nice fun collection if you ask me. I love winter, but spring is like so bright and cheerful, and I love all the spring elements, especially the pastels like these. It is so fun. And I'm trying to layer the layer the elements, I mean, so that it is all nice and visible. And that is coming together pretty well. I'm really liking it. And let me know what your favorite season is and what you think of this subscription box. Are you hopping on this time? And it is not a long commitment if you decide to subscribe. The numbers are very limited, so if you want to get hold of these, I would suggest you hop on right away. And if you don't mind waiting a couple of months or not worrying about the other elements other than the sticker book, you can grab it when the sticker book comes on sale individually, which happens a couple of months after the subscription boxes have been dropped. But the problem is that the season might be over by then. And I'm using the same set of florals, and I think that goes well with it. And I'm using the layering there. And I'm using some of those smaller elements now. And I think that's the perfect space for the chick. And I will just use a portion of the sticker on this side, and the other goes right there. So you can see how it all comes together, So I'm using this green grid washi, so I'm ripping it to give the illusion of a grassy patch. So you must have seen that being used in other journals or planners by other creators. It's not my original idea. I do see this being used all the time. So see how that fun look comes about when you add that washi. It's actually tone. So just that organic look you need for such spreads, you do get that. And Planything has the perfect shade of these grids and stripes and now hexagons and scalloped. She's slowly expanding her collection, so it is a great way to bring in some of that color and just a tad bit there, and we should be done. And finally I'm getting to straighten this out. And it is really hard when you're trying to do the spread and then you don't realize it until you get to the stage where you get the final pictures, and you're like, oh no, I did not do that. So that is some set of boxes now, and we will also come and add some of the layering smaller components there. I'm trying to make sure I have some of these colors thrown in, and I will eventually come and add some more layering components. I'm trying to make sure that I bring in everything I can, because between the two sticker books, I think it has a good variety of colors and shapes, and all these pastel colors are just perfect. I love that. And even for the functional stuff, I think I really gravitate towards all the Planything sticker books for the functional stuff, if I'm not reaching for the Mojo Jojo ones, because the Planything stickers, the paper stickers, these are all functional ones, are all in paper. So that is a great thick paper, so that way you do not have to worry about ripping it easily. I mean, you have to be really challenging yourself to do that. And sometimes I do. When I get clumsy once in a while, just carelessly taking off the sticker, and it does happen. So let's try and move that collection a bit, and the tree will go there, and we'll just layer it off there. And now we have another space for some of the flowers. And let me know what you think, and hope you liked today's video. Please check out the other video I mentioned, which also has the flip through along with the Dutch door setup and the cover page for March. And I have linked all the tools I'm using, including the tweezer and the paper rounder, and the scissors are from Journal C. And everything can be found in the description. And please come follow me on Instagram. I'll have more information on all the releases and all the drops that are happening, along with more inspiration and more sneaks of my spreads, even if they don't quite get YouTube videos. And if you liked today's video, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel and turning on the bell notification so that you wouldn't miss any of the future videos, using that washi cutter to put it down snug along the spine. And please make sure you share this with anybody who you think will love such fun setups. And I hope you check out the subscription before it sells out. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.